Hi, my name is SAEED Mohammed Ahmed. I am a student in the University of Hargeisa, particularly the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration. I reside in Hargeisa, the capital city of Somaliland Republic. I'm one of the youth group who collaborate with Dr. Ahmed Isa and Jonathan Starr. The two men are currently involved in an educational project which is aimed at establishing an Academy of Science in Somaliland. It is named Somaliland Academy of Science and abbreviated SAS or SAS. Before getting down to the subject of my presentation, which talks about the measures that can lower the total construction cost of the Somaliland Academy of Science building project, I would a bit explain what is SAS building project. The establishment of an academy for science covering the national scientific needs is an idea and a combined commitment of some Somaliland intellectuals and international investors. SAS shall be, a grand center for the improvement of national human development and educational facilities. Thus, it will undoubtedly serve useful in the initiatives of technological, medical, geological, and industrial enhancement. SAS building shall be initiated earlier in the coming year, as I think. Okay, in answering the main point of my presentation, that is how the total construction cost of SAS building project can be lowered. I need to make the viewers understand that the cost of every building project mainly consists of three main categories. The material cost, which represents 65% and more of the total building cost. Secondly, the labor cost. And thirdly, the service and other indirect costs. Following upon my earlier statement, there are four main categories. That means there are four main measures that can substantially decrease the total project price. The first point to be considered is releasing the cost of materials required for the building, so we can lower this by importing our materials instead of purchasing from the local market. For example, the single sack of cement costs locally about 15 to 16 US dollars. I believe and I'm confident that it is more cheaper in abroad. Because of the recent rapid inflations in Somaliland and the price increases by the building materials stores, the cement, woods, doors, roofs and other necessary items got more expensive than before. Therefore, if the entire material stockpile is purchased and imported from abroad, it will cost us less and save us, of course, additional cost that we would otherwise pay. It's a good strategy, really, to reduce that major cost category. The second point for decreasing the cost is making the number of bricks required for the construction instead of purchasing from the local brick makers. This measure will help us to reduce the cost of the bricks and at the same time to ensure their quality. To illustrate this point, I should quantify their costs. Each brick will cost us 0.6 US dollar if we buy from the brick makers. And comparingly, each building block will cost us 0.4 if we wish to make our required number of bricks instead of purchasing. We can see so the difference, which is 20 cents for every building block. The third point is buying the transportation trucks needed for the construction instead of leasing them. For instance, the average load charge of the truck when leased is $30 and maybe over 400 loads will be required, so several thousands, so the total cost will be several thousands and over. But if we purchase 2 trucks from the motor sales enterprises in Hargeisa, their price will be $10,000. We should take into account also that after the construction we will have assets and may resell them to return our cash payment. So that, 3 main points I have suggested may reduce substantially the total construction cost of the project. I would also like to mention some interesting issues that may seem to be a bit beyond my presentation main focus. That is the post construction costs that SAEED school would incur when the building get finished. The utility costs will be a regular cost that SAEED school will be incurred. And I would suggest in that case to use solar system instead of purchasing electric generators that would regularly need fuel and maintenance. And from that point of view, I would like to conclude my presentation and say goodbye to all viewers.